Hello, hello, hello. What up, Valtopia? Hey, there, it's Val Cripps. It's Thursday afternoon. And I'm here today on this new moon, the first new moon of January 2020. And new moons are a really great time to set intentions. You know why? Because the cosmic energy brings up all of the stuff that isn't in alignment with what you desire and makes everybody on edge and irritable. I noticed this morning a spike in my children's behavior. And we can take this disruption as a blessing and as information to help guide us. And so what I wanted to do today is come to you. I'm working with entrepreneurs who have a business, who are experiencing an income lag, or they're having some sort of a stall in your life where you understand that there needs to be a recollection of you, a reboot of your energy. And so I thought it'd be really fun to do a Cash Infusions New Moon Intention reading for the collective. Isn't that exciting? So let me share this while I have a moment. And if you're watching the playback, it will be just as perfect for you. And you can set your intentions in the comments, and I will tune in and say hello and cheer you on. All right, so let's get here to my page. I'm gonna share this from my business page to my page. Say hello if you're here. Let me know if you watch the playback. And let's talk about financial PTSD, and let's do this reading. It's gonna be pretty quick. And I'm gonna start a watch party. Here we go. All right, so here we go. So if you don't already know what financial PTSD is and how it affects your bottom line, many of us, when we build our business, experience setbacks, and we experience, growing business can be tricky. Especially a lot of us who are growing our business, we've come out of a space where we're changing our life. And so we may be really studying a whole lot of things at once, and sometimes things slip or sometimes stuff happens. And one of the things that all my clients have experienced is a perceived limit in their own minds of what they can have and do and be. We all do. We all have perceived limits of what we can do and be. And they come to me because they've decided that the limit is no longer acceptable in their life, and they're not going to live within that limit or stagnation, and they're ready to move beyond it. And so what's keeping my clients from moving beyond these limits is usually has to do with your body. And my clients have tried everything else, or they've tried a lot of things, and those things have informed their strategy and their systems, and their business is growing and their clients are having success. But once you guys come to me, we look at where this trauma has occurred, whether it's financial or in your life, where your perceptions and beliefs are keeping you locked into a certain awareness of yourself. Hi, Jen. A certain awareness of yourself, your relationship to money, your relationship to your business, and your relationship to your prospects and clients. This is what we do in this work. So I thought it would be super exciting today to talk about a few minutes about this financial PTSD experience that my clients have had, and how shifting the PTSD, shifting the symptoms of this sort of internal mechanism that says, I can't have any more, or you're not allowed to have this, when you shift this, how it can financially change so much, how much you're making, who you're working with, how you feel about yourself, and how you feel about creating income in the future. It's a very powerful thing to become aware of your body and your own beliefs and how it affects your bottom line. And most of you who come to me already know this. In fact, you may be teaching this work, and it's amazing how many deep levels of hidden thought processes you can have about your money. So what I thought would be really great, so let's talk about the fog. The fog is the fear, the obligation, and the guilt that all of us experience in response to everything that we do. And depending on what your culture is, what your background is, what your identity around this, and how much work you've done to know yourself apart from how you've been raised and how you've been living and how your ancestors did it and all this, how much do you really know your own truth that you were born to do and be versus maybe what you were born into or the life you've been living. And those experiences in life will affect your perception, and most of us have a nervous system response to money and to cash creation and to receiving money and to creating more in our lives and our business. And what happens with the fog, the fear, the obligation, and the guilt for my clients is that it's an invisible layer of weight they're experiencing over their life response, their response to life and their response to business. It comes up as soon as they decide to grow or do something beyond, then there will be an actual physical inflammatory response in the body, or a sickness, or a fear or an anxiety that is often unconscious, like something bad's gonna happen because I'm getting better. I'm not allowed to have this. I'm not allowed to have weight loss. I'm not allowed to have money. I'm not allowed to improve my life. And when you decide to grow and shift into it many times, you will either not go as far as you want to, or you'll get kicked back. And you have grown beyond that, but you're remembering the times that you didn't, and you're bringing it forward unconsciously, and it's costing you money, it's costing you time. And this reading that I'm going to do today is for you, okay? So if this is you, say hi, raise your hand, say, this is really fascinating, Val, I want to know about this, or private message me. And what we're going to do is do a reading on the energy of, how did I put it? I want to say it exactly how I said it. I want to do a reading of the collective energy around creating a cash infusion, okay? How to create cash infusion based on an intuitive reading. Are you guys ready for this? So if you want your energy, even if you're watching the playback, to be included in this reading, say, I would like my energy, I'd like to participate. I accept. And then whether it's later or not, you are included in the reading, okay? I should share this to Valtopia. Let me just share this before I get started. And it's 3:33. This is really powerful stuff. Where is everybody? This is good stuff. Now, the new moon is such a powerful time to set intentions, like I said, because the energy is inviting you to be very perceptive and aware. And that perception allows you to shape your choices to align to your highest decisions, right? Okay, I'm sharing this into my group. And we're doing a how-to collective reading. Feel free to share this if that feels good to you, okay? And say hello. Say hello. Give some love hearts. What's up? It's very quiet on these streams. All right, so what we're going to do is I've got a couple of decks, and I'm going to tune into the energy with my own intuitive capabilities, and we're going to see what's coming. So we're doing a how-to collective new moon reading. What is the energy? What are some of the obstacles? What is some of the resistance? And what are some of the desires coming forward in terms of cash creation for the collective? Say, I would like to be included if you want to be included in this reading. All right? And this is especially powerful for you in this new moon. So let's see what comes through. That one. Fulfillment. Fulfillment. So first of all, I want the fulfillment card to inspire. This how-to is how to create a cash infusion. So my client created a cash infusion. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Teresa. By deciding. So I love that in this reading, we got the fulfillment card first. I want you to write this down. Actually, I'm going to write it down in the comments here, okay? So step 1 is fulfillment, right? Ooh, I can hear myself talking here. Hi, Keisha. So the first card that came through is the fulfillment card. And that makes sense because it is done. I want you to think about the cash infusion that you're creating and decide it is done. It is fulfilled. I will be fulfilled. I have decided. Now, what happens when you do that? for many of us, the first thing that comes up is, no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know how, it didn't happen last time. Like, right, you're gonna come up with a lot of feelings that might be resistance. So let's see what comes up in our deck, in our reading. This is the how-to step of deciding. So once we get into the decision and the fulfillment of it and deciding it is done, then allow yourself to tune into your body. Now I'm feeling some throat chakra for somebody, of course, always. I feel a little bit of just stopping. The energy is stopping right here. If you resonate with that, whether you're watching live or the playback, I'm also feeling solar plexus. So we have things we're not speaking to ourselves or others. We have boundary issues. And these are all the things that keep us from our cash infusions. And so this is great, right? And if you resonate with deciding and then receiving these like awarenesses in your body around, whoa, that part of my energy does not decided and is not on board. What am I going to do about that? What is that about, right? So the next part in the reading for this collective reading on a how-to, yes, I love it. I'm totally just winging this, okay? And the comments are going on the watch party on my Facebook page. So check it out. The second card we got is the Hierophant. Now this is, do you see this guy? He's all tuned into his third eye and lots of eyes and spiritual. This is about tuning inward. So in your cash infusion how-to, the first step is fulfillment. It is decided. I have decided, it is done, I'm doing this. Then you allow yourself to become aware of all the places within you that you don't feel aligned to that decision, because that's gonna come up. And then you want to tune in to yourself and your own true soul capability to create inspiration for this cash infusion that you have decided. So let me give an example for you guys. Today, I am calling in cash infusions every day, and I published a book in 2015, and there's some royalties and stuff that have been directed to in a bank account that I no longer have access to. So I shifted that today, and then I also noticed that I was being charged for some advertising that I didn't sign up for. It was a bad interface, and somehow I had clicked in to say yes, and I hadn't said yes. So I'm gonna be getting several $1,000s back for that mistake, because they said somebody reports it every day. So just because you may not have the client you're calling in until maybe next week or something, that can even change, because clients can say they're not ready, and you can know as their guide, maybe they are ready and now's the time to begin. So reach out to the people that you are feeling that are glowing up for you or calling in. That's how my clients begin to shift their ability to bring in. Okay, so go inward after you've decided and after you've cleared the initial resistance and see what comes through for you. This is fun. All right, well, what's the next card that comes through when we're doing this collective reading and winging it today and seeing what the energies are telling us in this new moon about how to do a cash creation infusion? I love it. So the next card in this reading is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about your own beliefs and perceptions. You'll let yourself go as far as you let yourself go. So when you feel the tightness, which I'm feeling from everybody, I'm feeling tightness in the solar plexus, I'm feeling a lot of tight energy in here. You guys, this kind of tightness in your energy field is blocking your ability to receive your own inspiration. And so you're only letting yourself hang, you're letting yourself hang in your own beliefs. You want to loosen the noose and let yourself evolve into new ideas. We're constantly changing, and everything is shifting. Hi, Lauren. Oh, nice. Toastmasters. Yeah, your solar plexus. Okay, Keisha. Well, then we'll get to that after this live stream. That's interesting. I want to look into what that is. All right, so now that you're tuned into what are you feeling in your body that is resisting your decision and your decision to fulfill the cash infusions, and you've gone inward and you're becoming more aware, and this is really the process of what we do in our work together. Now what's coming through this reading from the divine new moon energy of how to create a cash infusion. This is a a lot of fun. All right, so the next thing is, yes, we have the healing. We have the healing. And I've been getting the full moon card in all my readings for the last few days. So really, we are so being guided to set your intentions. That's the next thing I want to say. No matter what's going on in your life, what the first thing that happens with my clients is we set intentions. We set intentions before we do anything. And I've already set powerful intentions around what happens when you come into pay and book in and everything. I've got it all I've thought and requested and aligned and expand each day into it. And so we're really being guided to tune into our intentions, what we're thinking about and creating. And the full moon is coming as a time of manifesting those intentions. And we really want to be in a state of pleasure. I've really been feeling that connection to bliss and peace, and so is my client. Once you clear a lot of these attachments to guilt and fear and allow yourself to come into a presence of now, there is a feeling of bliss when you feel your own cosmic stream and you're able to refresh your energy on demand and feel super connected into your own brilliance and certain and confident in yourself and not feel so dependent on outside and not obligated outside. You know, when you feel like everything comes from outside of you, there's a lot of attachment there that goes both ways that doesn't let either party evolve and expand. When you refresh your attachments from a new space that is aligned to higher standards and boundaries for yourself, that are aligned to these intentions that you're calling in this new moon, your relationships shift. Hey Leah, how are you? So pleasure is a wonderful guide for those shifts. It doesn't mean that you're in a pleasure state all the time. You do have to work through difficult situations to come into a state of pleasure, but that is your intention, and you allow yourself to feel pleasure, and it takes strength sometimes to get through those points of growth where the pleasure and the outward result may not be there yet while you've made the shift, right? While you've tilled the garden and refreshed it and you're planting new stuff. You gotta wait a minute. You feel me? And in this energy, the Queen of Wands, you're a spiritual revolutionary. You, my client, are a spiritual revolutionary. I work with shamamas, I work with messengers, I work with visionary entrepreneurs who are understanding their creativity and genius in a new way because of this concept of energy and self-awareness and feeling and embodiment and grounding, and all the ways that we do to really know our own inspiration is revolutionary. It's evolutionary. And you get to be the spiritual evolutionary that you are by honoring yourself and truly letting yourself address, even if you're, my current client is a financial coach, and she had so much money healing to do, even though she was having incredible results with her clients, doubling their income. Do you imagine how much cleanup we all can do when we really detach from the subconscious stress that we're still holding on to without knowing it, and the subconscious pain or wounding that we didn't ever resolve and has now become maybe a pain in our back, a persistent pain or neck or reaction that we get? All of these subtle cues are actually really deep and powerful and can just shift the dynamic of your being, which results in dollars, baby. Okay? So, thank you for all the feedback. My kids are going to be waiting on me, so we're going to pull a couple cards from this deck, and somebody's throat chakra energy is moving as I'm connecting to you. Do you feel me? Who's feeling the throat chakra? Hey, Edda! Your coloring book is on the way. And there's extra treats in there for you since it took me a minute to get to the post office. By the way, you guys, I just changed that coloring book that the pay comes to me. It was accidentally going to some bank account that wasn't mine. So I know that energetically that means all of you are going to rush to Amazon right now and get your Valtopia coloring book. It's only $8.88. I would love it. I want to see some dollars happen in my bank account. And this coloring book, if you're not ready to book in one-to-one, which is a completely different thing, and we'll talk about that in a second. Edda's ordered it, and several people, several wonderful clients have ordered it to help themselves relax and connect both sides of the brain, because that is where this type of self-hypnotic, relaxing state allows you to change your mind. Exactly the kind of stuff we're talking about. Trauma, past wounding, past ideas about yourself, past identities. When you're quietly coloring, not only are you navigating color and choice and shape and form, there's something that happens that lets both sides of your brain connect. And these drawings are my work. Everything that I bring forward is infused with healing energy. And so allowing yourself to find ways to be calm, grounded, centered, and aware, highly aware, makes you more magnetic and allows you to make more money. By real. Yes, Leah, do you have my coloring book? You gotta order it. Get it. I want to see your colored pages. And I want to make a deck out of the coloring book, because it's actually a really powerful, the content in there's really great. There's essential oils and crystals. All right, let's see what comes through. The last few cards for this collective how to create a cash infusion. Whoa. Get grounded. Absolutely. Sandra just got hers Monday, and you're already recommending it to others. Yay! We should do a little, well, come into Valtopia and show me your colored pages. And whoever's throat chakra this is, it's really popping. Like, you're going to have a shift, because I'm like, I got to shift this. And Keisha, we're going to do your solar plexus after we get off this stream. Okay, well, it may take a couple days, so. All right, so there's probably a lot more to this reading that I could do. This is really fun. If you liked this reading how-to, and actually I'm going to pull a couple more cards, let me know, because I think it's a neat idea. And if you're experiencing financial memory of times that weren't so great, and it's causing you to hold on to the past and bring that forward in your business, and you're experiencing an income lag because of it, and you didn't even know that until you started watching me today, honey, go to Valtopia.com right now. I have a 6-week experience. It's called the Glow Up. It's only $5K. It is going up. Thank you, Teresa. And, you know, for 6 weeks of intimate, deep transformation, I would hop in on this. I would hop in on this. This is for you. If you have a business, you already have sources of income, and you've been experiencing some type of lag because you know you need to change and grow into more leadership, and you're not because you're feeling a little bit weird about it. And you've tried, and maybe you were embarrassed or it didn't quite work, and you don't want to mess with your financial body, you know, where you are right now, because it's pretty good, but you do want to get to the next level, and you know that it has to do with your mindset, perception, energy, and bringing all of you to the table. This work works. Hey, Allison, this works. You need out of the Midwest onto the earth. What do you mean? All right, so I love that the last card is absolutely, how do I know when I choose? It is a choice, and I understand choosing and deciding, and then what you've decided not manifesting right when you desire it to happen. I want us to change this story that we aren't powerful creators and that we don't know how to shift our own experience. And that I'm passionate about it. Because what is that? Why do I want to do that? That's a level of connection to your own energy and desires that changes the world in such a powerful way. You know, there's so many of us, I was the same, holding myself back because I was afraid to be responsible for others, because I was afraid I didn't know what to do, because I was afraid I wasn't allowed to, because I didn't want anybody to hang. And I had to get over all that stuff, and so do my clients, and so can you. So, my work is rapid, it's deep, and lasting. It is worth every penny, and like Keisha, she's got 7 times plus her return on investment already. And the financial return is one thing. I can't even begin to list all of the other shifts that have been happening, from weight loss, mindset, releasing ancient patterns that were built through many years of having to, succumb to others in order to achieve the finances in an old way, releasing all of those stories. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you guys that come to me, you're phoenixes. You've been through a lot. And it's surprising for us to discover how much we're actually still plugged into, even though we've done a lot of work and come a long way. So I really invite you to take a look at, if you're having a response to my energy and your throat's feeling tight or your solar plexus is popping or something's coming up with this, go to Valtopia.com, send out the application. I will read it in Gmail and I will get to you. I don't have my kids this weekend. We could get started tomorrow. We get started tomorrow. The first week of the Glow Up is all about sending frequencies and watching how you react to your cash infusions. It's actually designed to initiate a cash infusion for you and see how you respond to that. And we spend the next second week, there's a 90-minute activation to clearing and a regeneration of all of your ancestral patterns, your childhood patterns, your life patterns, your energy, how you respond to success, how your relationship is to your business, to your clients, to your prospects, to yourself. And we shift it. And then we spend the next few weeks stabilizing and recalibrating into that transformation, because it takes a minute to shift. It takes 21 days to create a new habit. It takes a little time for the mind to adapt to these transformations. And sometimes most of us will slip back if we're not very thoughtful, methodical, focused, and devotional about our transformation. And that is what we do. Who's ready? Who's ready for a whole new world? All right. I'm going to go get my kids. I love being with each of you today. And if you love this reading, let me know. And own your frequency, supernova. There's nobody like you. I will definitely be live tomorrow. Maybe I will be doing another Frankly Friday. I think that would be fun. See you on the next one, and see you in my Gmail for your application. See you next time.